Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about ancient purification rituals for women. So the reason why I wanted to make a video on ancient purification rituals, detoxing the body, detoxing the yoni or vagina, whichever word you prefer to use, is because I get a lot of emails and messages from women who are suffering from all different types of ailments that have to do with the female reproductive system, such as endometriosis, PCOS, menstrual cramps, lack of a period, infertility, and things of that nature. So today we're going to delve a little bit into what the ancient women did to make sure that not only were their bodies purified and functioning properly, but also their reproductive system was functioning properly, was cleansed, didn't have any bacteria, yeast, tissue overgrowth, fibroids, and things of that nature. So today we're going to talk about Queen Esther. Queen Esther was Queen of Persia. So um, the name of this blog is called Women from the Book. The book is the Bible. A journey of discovery. So there's a lot to be learned from the Bible. Even if some people don't necessarily subscribe to the Bible, there's still a lot of things that we can learn from the Bible. So this is Esther 2 and verse 12. It says, each young woman's turn came to go in unto King Ahasuerus after she had completed 12 months preparation, talking about Esther, according to the regulations for the women. For thus were the days of their preparation apportioned 6 months with oil of myrrh, and 6 months with perfumes and preparations for beautifying women. So, right here, we see that ancient women, when they were getting ready to be married or when they were looking for a husband, they would go through a 1 year preparation where they would literally cleanse their body, cleanse their skin, cleanse their internal organs. And here it says that they use myrrh, and then it says that they also use perfumes and oil. So we'll talk a little bit more about that. It says, before a girl's turn came to go in onto the king of Persia, which at this time was King Xerxes, she has to complete 12 months of beauty treatments prescribed for the woman, 6 months with oil of myrrh, six. So that's just basically repeating that from a different translation. So it says, why did a young woman go through such a lengthy beauty preparation? Well, if you're a herbalist or if you deal with herbs, you know that oftentimes some herbs can take up to 6 months before you start to see results. So that's why sometimes some people will start taking a herb or doing an herbal protocol, and they may stop because they aren't getting results, but you haven't given your body enough time to let the herbs really work on those receptors and work on those organs. Um, so a lot of times people want a quick fix. They want to go to the doctor and get an antibiotic, which will wipe out, any bacteria and cleanse the body. But what it does is it will allow harmful bacteria to proliferate. So it says the scripture does not answer the question of why the long beauty process was, but it stresses that the procedures were according to the regulations for the woman. So I'm assuming that these were customs that were passed down from generation to generation, which we have lost. And I'm glad that we're regaining this now because so many women suffer from eczema and all of these infertility, endometriosis, and all the things that I mentioned earlier. And there's no reason why so many women are suffering from these things besides the fact that they're not teaching us about how to properly take care of our body, teaching us how to eat properly, teaching us about herbs that are specific to the female reproductive system. So it says the mothers did pass on recipes for soothing oils and perfumes to their daughters. It's likely that they taught them how to make these fragrances. It says that Haggai, the king's eunuch in charge of the harem, required all the candidates to undergo the 12-month regimen. One could not opt out of the treatment. And the words that form the basis of beauty treatment are translated to scour or to polish. So you're literally polishing your body from the inside out, getting rid of everything. And I don't know if you guys have ever used myrrh, but I know after I had tea tree, baby tea, right here, I used myrrh quite extensively as well as lavender, and I will put it into my my bottle that I use to rinse myself off with. And I'll also put it into postpartum baths, and it really, really helps to speed up the process of me healing and cleansing out my body. So it says, let's go down a little bit more. It says 6 months of oils address troublesome conditions such as cracking, wrinkling, wind damage, sunburn, healing of sores and skin diseases. So if you have like eczema or dry skin or some sort of skin condition, yeast infections is really good for that. Several of the oils available in Esther's time had disinfectant and antifungal properties. The king, so the reason why they wanted these women to undergo this was to protect the king from picking up skin diseases and infections that could have been introduced. And also, after 6 months of basic skin health care, they also incorporated oils, spices, and fragrances to enhance each girl's natural beauty. So what oils were used in the purification process? So we know that they use olive oil, cassis oil. This is the berries, cassis berries. They use myrrh oil, they use honey, and these were used to moisturize, heal, disinfect, and promote uplifting emotions, because you know a lot of times when you are stressed or you have bad feelings inside, it can negatively affect your health. And I know I have used sometimes if I notice like my face is breaking out or isn't. Excuse baby's head. You got something to say? Or if my face isn't looking as clear as I would like it to look, I will whip up a mixture of turmeric and honey, and it works really well. To say that myrrh oil increases spiritual awareness and strengthens memory, and is also effective in treating candida, yeast, and ringworm. They also go on to say that the ancient Egyptians often carried cones on their heads that contain myrrh to prevent sunburn and also to repel insects. Yeah, myrrh is really good for bugs as well. It also says that myrrh is believed to have anti-aging and hormone-like properties. It is reported to stimulate circulation, decrease inflammation, soothe inflamed skin, prevent wrinkles, heal fungal infections, heal mouth sores, alleviate stretch marks, and repel parasites and insects. So myrrh is like one of those super oils. It literally addresses so many conditions in one, and those are the herbs that I really like to use. Things that address more than one condition, which most herbs do. But this is one of the top oils that you can have, top herbs that you can have. All right. The article talks a little bit about the actual ritual, the Esther ritual is what they call it. So this consisted of food as well as herbs and oils and spices. So it says, today Hannah announced we begin the ritual baths. In anointing, we must prepare your body for your groom. Get rid of the stench of walking around this world and give your body a sweet aroma Jacob will never forget. So Hannah was again referring to the rituals from the story of Esther. So Hannah is just another woman from the Bible. So it says that Sarah and Hannah returned to the pool where Sarah had consecrated herself as set apart. And it says she used the ritual soap, which was a recipe God gave to Moses centuries before. And it says that they were supposed to wash with the soap every day, and it had antibacterial and scouring properties. And it says they also poured precious dried salt from the Dead Sea into the bath as well. So yes, bath salts are really great for detoxing the body as well. I definitely use that when I take a bath. And so it says every night Sarah placed a packet of myrrh and henna blossoms, thought to stimulate her desire for her groom and increase fertility, between her breasts while she slept in anticipation of the arrival of her groom. And it says each night she sang the Song of Songs. It says daily Sarah received massages of olive oil and myrrh. Her feet were painted with mud and salt from Dead Sea and then scrubbed with stones. This sounds like a spa day. Like, this is awesome. Sarah began to feel life coming into her withered foot. Okay, I'm not going to talk about that. It says they also use cloves and cardamom. Cloves and cardamom are really good. Myrtle and cassis. She had evening massages, purification baths that contain lavender, love lavender, and frankincense and olive oil. So it says we must prepare our bodies for our grooms. I definitely agree with that. Men have to prepare for women as well, but right now we're talking about us women. We have to really make sure that we're taking care of ourselves, not only for our men, but for ourselves, for our children. We have to be the healthiest us that we can be. It also talks about hyssop. The soap had hyssop, cedarwood. I love cedarwood. And it talks about a little bit about the mud and the Dead Sea salt. We know the Dead Sea salt is rich in magnesium, which is essential for over 300 cellular functions. Magnesium opens the cell to receive calcium for relaxing the muscles, regulating the circulatory system, and assisting with brain function. And then it goes on to talk about more about myrrh, how it activates the immune system, stimulates the production of white blood cells. It talks about some other herbs that they used back then: myrtle, cardamom, coriander, sweet marjoram, lemon. Right. So what about foods that are healing and detoxing? So we have fruits such as dates, figs, citrus, apricots, cherries, grapes, pomegranates, which are all high in minerals and promote good body function, and antioxidants, which repair and protect the body at the cellular level. Apples, plums, and pears also assist with digestion and maximizing nutrition. So these were a lot of the fruits that Esther and the ancient women would eat. They also use healing herbs such as mint, basil, cilantro, dill, coriander, tarragon. Tarragon is used to control PMS. And also fenugreek. If you want to enhance your breasts, or if you want to enhance your milk, which some people will disagree with that, but that's neither here nor there. But they talk about how fenugreek was used to enhance the breast and aids in sexual stimulation, which is a great premarital herb. So women, if you're looking to detox your body just for yourself, if you're looking for a husband, and you just want to make sure that you're in your best shape and living your best life and being your best you definitely should take a look at the Esther ritual. Queen Sheba from Ethiopia, she also was a great woman who also incorporated a lot of herbs and healing and cleansing and detox regimens into her daily life. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about the Queen of Sheba. The Queen of Sheba is somebody that I really love, and I really relate to. So this talks a little bit about Queen Sheba when she went to meet King Solomon, and they later got married and had a son. But it says another indication of what might have gone on within the confines of Solomon's royal household is found in the book of Esther. Though hundreds of years later, it seems plausible that the procedures for preparing the initiates to a king's harem might have been something similar. During the Persian period, and even among some Arabian tribes in this century, women would build a small charcoal fire in a pit in the floor. A fragrant oil, such as that from sandalwood, cloves, myrrh, or rose, would be placed in the cosmetic burner and heated in the fire. The woman would crouch naked over the burner with her robe draped over her head and body to form a tent. As she perspired, her open pores absorbed the fragrance of the oil. By the time the fire burned out, her skin and clothing would be thoroughly perfumed. And these were some of the common ancient spices that they used to burn in this fire pit, which were cinnamon, cloves, frankincense, myrrh, and pepper. Basically, what this describes in modern day terms is basically a yoni steam. I know yoni steams have become quite popular, which is great because I feel like they're a great way to get herbs directly to the source of problems. So if you're dealing with issues surrounding their female reproductive organs, this is going to be a ritual that you can do that will go directly to your vagina or your yoni. And it also will go into your bloodstream as well and help to purify you. So basically, what you can do is incorporate all of these things. So you can start with taking a tincture of myrrh. And as it was mentioned in this article, myrrh is something that you probably want to stay on for a longer period of time. And also, I just have to make a disclaimer that this information is for educational purposes only and is not intended to diagnose, treat, or cure. But you want to take that for 6 months. Take the tincture of myrrh every day for 6 months to really, really cleanse the body of everything, yeast, fungus, bacteria, you name it. You want to start doing baths with bath salts, lavender, myrrh, different herbs and spices, rose. And then you're also want to do the yoni steams. Also, your diet is very important. Making sure you're eating a lot of fruits and vegetables, drinking water, being active. These are all things that are going to cleanse your yoni, cleanse your body, detox you, purify you, and get you prepared for your mate or just for yourself. All right. So, and also we now have the yoni steam on our website, as well as the bath soak, which has lavender and calendula. I don't know if I mentioned this. You can purchase it from me, or you can get it from a local shop, or you can make it yourself. It's pretty simple to make. Yeah, but I hope you guys liked this video and enjoyed it, and I hope that you share it with a sister girl, your home girl, your mom, your sister, your aunt. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Y'all have a blessed day. Bye.